My bill would eliminate this speed and red light camera apparatus that we have in the city of Chicago.
All of them, some 350, if State Representative Ken Duncan has his way. Duncan actually voted for the cameras back in 2011, but his constituents have convinced him they need to go.
The primary reason is the slight injustices or the overreaching injustices that's been occurring with folk being falsely ticketed, there being a technical glitch that peaks at various times.
So you got that ticket in your hand, the one you've been gnawing over, cursing hourly, the one showing you ran a red light and was automatically sent to you after the eye in the sky nailed you going over the line. You have a compatriot in your distaste for such law enforcement. And much more as we put the pedal to the metal every week with noted automotive expert, commentator, racer, test driver, and author at LaurenFix.com. Lauren Fix is here today. And Lauren, have you ever gotten a red light ticket?
Actually, I did. And believe it or not, it was in Germany. And they were able to dismiss it because their laws are totally different. They actually have laws that are very interesting, that if the picture of the camera of the car, the license plate and the driver includes any portion of the passenger, then you have violated their personal rights and it gets thrown out. So it has to be the license plate and the driver. Talk about an funky angle on the camera. But so I was lucky because it was on the Autobahn and I was moving along. But here in the U.S., I know of a lot of people that have said they're not going to pay it. And that'll definitely catch up with you at some point or another when they start collecting on these tickets.
Well, there's people railing now in certain communities. They say, let's get rid of the red light cameras. They got to go. They're only there for wrong reasons, whatever you hear. But wait a minute, law enforcement saying this helps save lives. People don't run as many red lights here. We need to keep these. Which side are you falling on here?
Oh, I'm absolutely falling on get rid of the red light cameras. And in the city of Chicago, the company that is handling the red light cameras, who sold the contract to the city, is actually, that money is not even going into the highway fund. That is all about paid off politicians. Not that that should surprise you, but if you look on my blog, I put all the names of the companies there that are actually paying off politicians, friends of politicians. This is not what this is supposed to be about. This is, if you're actually going to put these in place for the right reasons and the right ways, that's a different story. This is becoming way too political.
Okay, but then let's get to that. And if you're using it for the correct ways, and if there is no corruption in here, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, say no more politicians, then the red light cameras really are a good thing, yes?
Well, it depends. I'll tell you what, if you've ever driven in Florida, especially around, Delray Beach, Miami, there's a lot of older people that tend to run lights because there's slower reactions and they think I might as well go. My grandmother had an accident that way herself. But, maybe that's different. In certain intersections, maybe that makes sense. But for the most of us, the intersection around the corner from our home, and we live in the middle of the country, absolutely ridiculous. You feel like you're being, it's like, the government watches everything you do and they start to ticket you. Hey, I'm waiting for the time where they take your cell phone and they realize you went from Buffalo, New York to New York City. That's an 8-hour drive. You did it in 7.5, Ed. We can tell by your cell phone because we have GPS on you. And we'll just send you the bill in the mail. Oh, you weren't the driver? You know what? You were in the car. You're equally as guilty.
Yeah.
Coming.
Let's not go there, okay? Let's not give them any ideas at this point, all right? I'll be very fine with that.
Yeah, me too.
Let's get down to this week's recall. What a shocker here. Consumer Reports is after Toyota to recall 177,000 Camry hybrids. What is this problem?
Well, this is another electrical problem, an ignition problem. Also, there's another recall for the Hyundai for, 883,000 Sonatas. Here's the thing. I have not yet seen where an outlet, shall we call them, as Consumer Reports, has been able to have power over NHTSA to say, you need to recall this. Usually what would happen is a manufacturer would be aware of it. If I were writing an article, and this has happened to me on a GM branded vehicle where I was driving it and it had a serious problem, I contact whoever maintains the fleet. They take the vehicle back and they try to get me something else, and I usually get a phone call from the manufacturer and we try to work it out. If there's something that needs to be recalled, they know it, and they usually act on it. But the fact that this is happening where Consumer Reports is putting pressure on NHTSA to do this is interesting. The tables are starting to turn a little bit. I'm not sure if I like it because every time we put the press in charge of what happens in government, we see what's going on right now in the administration.
Oh yeah, you got to watch those press guys, especially the ones with perfect television hair. Yeah, I get that. I get
Like
that all the time. Please,
Yeah.
no, not me. It's all right. Hey, I get
would be
friends of
me.
mine watch this segment. I mean, it's been tweeted out. They're watching it. I get lots of email from friends of mine, and I get this a lot of times. We're always talking about recalls and problems. The one question: who do you buy from? There's people out there really asking, are there one or two manufacturers that you can buy from and you don't have to worry about being recalled or having a safety issue?
Well, I think every car company is looking to be super cautious. I mean, the brand new VW Golf came out. They found a little glitch. They immediately were on it. They didn't want to waste their times. I mean, even Porsche's had a recall on it. And the fact is, they take care of their customers properly. They reach out to the customers, say, hey, you've got a problem. We'll get on top of fixing it. So I think they were very proactive. I think if you find a car manufacturer that's proactive, then you're in a good place because they're going to reach out to you. But unfortunately, as far as I'm concerned, when you're looking at General Motors, they waited a really long time. To me, that's a high sign. You know, when you're looking at Nissan, their sales are up, their profit margins are up. Why is that? Because they're actually being proactive. I think we're starting to see that with Toyota. We're seeing that with Honda. All the manufacturers are being very proactive. And you know what? If I was building cars today, even if I built 10 cars, if there was one little problem, I'd rather recall than wait till someone gets injured or killed.
About a minute or so that I have left here, we just saw a picture of Mary Barra here from General Motors. Turns out a report says how they moved faster to fix the larger cars. Wouldn't that mean they moved faster to fix the more expensive cars?
I would translate that as they move faster to fix the Cadillacs, because these are 2014's brand new Escalades. Boy, they were pushing that Escalade as hard as they can. I find it very interesting as someone who judges cars for a couple different judging panels. We review everything that's brand new. And when you've got a problem with a brand new car, that could eliminate you from potentially being a winner. So you can bet your sweet bippy, as they used to say on Laugh-In, that they are on top of it, and they're going to get those fixed quicker because those are the people that spent more money, and they're more likely to have a bigger bark.
I do want to tell you right now that you have the entire control room now worshiping at the altar of Lauren Fix, because for the first time in this television history, certainly in mine, somebody actually has made a Laugh-In reference, and it included the bippy. Which I will tell you, no, but you're dealing now with about 95% of the people in this building who have no idea what you just said, and we're going to have to tell them later.
I know. We'll have to explain that. You better just get on YouTube. You can see it.
No, let's not. Let's explain it to them. They're all young. They need some help here. It's quite all right. We're all out of time, unfortunately.
And all that.
I know, exactly. We're out of time. We'll hit the smaller cars next time on LaurenFix.com. Again, the chance to go learn all about cars, learn everything that we talk about right here and a whole lot more. Always a pleasure, Lauren. Have a great week.
Thank you, Ed. Take care.
All right, take care. Bippy. Final answers to the mysteries of the known universe and what a Bippy just might be. Those and other notes possibly next, along with a shot to New York and talk to Steve Molsberg right here on MidPoint.